Why should we make joke D&D characters? I'll tell you why we should. Because it's fun. When I first started playing D&D, it was about 2015, 2016, I don't really remember. I was terrified of actually playing because, you know, you have to do like the thing with the math. And the math thing was scary. What I decided was that I was going to make a character that I knew how to play because I was going to base it off of something that already existed as kind of a joke, but also it was going to make my life easier because, like, let's face it, having to remember all the stats, having to remember all the spells, having to remember all the rules of the game when you're brand new to it is terrifying. So I decided I'm going to make a joke character. And what did I make? This beach right here. Peter Pan. This is my boy, this is my boy, this is my son. This is Pan. And I created him around 2016, like I said, the first D&D game I ever played. And he is an air genasi, because I thought that'd be funny because he can fly and stuff. And then I was really disappointed when I found out that they can't fly so much. So it gave me a purpose throughout the entire, pretty much, campaign. I was trying to figure out ways to make him fly because he could levitate. And that was about it. But then I also made him an Archfey Warlock because I thought if he was raised in the Feywild, aka the Neverwild, which is what I called it, he would have been raised by fairies, or the Fey, and they would have taught him all his powers. And he was an idiot, and he constantly forgot things because I made it, you know, in Peter Pan's story. He doesn't really remember things very well, being in Neverland. So I said that being stuck in the Feywild, which kind of made sense, your brain gets all jiggle-jaggled and then you can't remember things. And so he's not the smartest person. He also collected a bunch of little kobolds and they all lived in a tree. They were his lost boys. It was beautiful. As you can even see, he's got the green, he's got the little feather. I mean, like, I went all out, but it made it fun for me because then I knew how to play him at all times. I knew how Peter Pan probably would react in these situations. So that's what I did. But all my friends were in on it while we were playing, and that's why I play joke characters usually, is because the people I play with know that I'm a goofball and that I'm probably going to come in with something like that. So then the next character that I made was this one. This is Zephyra, and Zephyra is every cliche of a Disney princess in one character. Why? Because I thought that would be funny. So as you can see, she's wearing an ice dress. What do you think about that one? She also has an evil stepmother. She has the dad that's not here anymore. She has used to be kind of like a princess, but now she's a peasant. You know, all those kind of things. Loves to read books. Papa used to make inventions, like absolutely ridiculous. Everything, singing to animals, like everything I could, because she was a glamour bard, but also a sorceress because then she, you know, had the magical powers. So my third character is Nico, and Nico is Anakin Skywalker. He's just Anakin Skywalker. Even his name is a play off of Anakin with Nico. And then, like, his last name, De Cielo, is like dealing with the sky and walking. He is emo. He is sad. He has, you know, the detachment from family. He has been raised by these people to do magical things, but he's like, I should be so much more. He has a light up sword. He's a paladin, because I thought a paladin would work with, like, well, he's multi-class with sorcerer, so he has some of the things, because once again, just like with Pan, where I was just like, all I want him to do is fly. With Nico, all I want him to do is be able to lift rocks, because that's what it is, being a Jedi, you lift rocks. I didn't have telekinesis, and I was like, so I multi-classed in Sorcerer purely so that I could get telekinesis, which apparently takes forever, but I'll get there. Oh, I will get there. But my friends think it's hilarious whenever Nico comes out, and I'm not creative sometimes. Like, I'm super creative with other characters, but like the teacher of his, I just named him Ben. I just spelled it with a Y though. It was like Bane. And then I also created a character that is a cleric, and now this cleric is an Azamar, so she gets wings, and then she's also, her name is Bunny, and she fights for the goodness of the goddess of the moon. She has like the sickle, that kind of thingy. She also has a evil frisbee, and she throws that, and then she, when she makes her spiritual weapon come out, it's a flowing kitty cat. It's Sailor Moon. I mean Sailor Moon. That's what I can't think of any other way. It just brings me joy to make characters this way. It's far more fun than how can I make the best character that can go explode and fireball. That may be super fun for other people, but it's not for me. I think it's just funny, the funniest way that I can think of to incorporate my characters. So that's usually what I do when I make a D&D character. I think of what kind of person would be fun to play. How do you play?